Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. Today on the table we have this wonderful Kamp King that was sent to me by Pens and Pen Blades. And we're going to try to do a little bit of restoration on this knife. Looky there. See all of that rust on there? Not a good thing, is it? Not good at all. Yeah, let's just see what we can do here. I think our first step is we're going to put it into some WD-40 rust remover and let it soak for about an hour or so, and then we'll try to start cleaning up some of this rust. So let's just get started here. Got my rust remover all ready in a bowl. And we're going to throw her in there. And let me add just a little bit more. There we go. We got the knife all covered in it. So let's just let her soak a while. Well, we let the knife soak for, I don't know, hour and a half, somewhere in there. Took it out of the rust remover, rinsed it off with some water. So let's just get her dried off here a little bit. See how we look. As you can see, it's cutting right through that rust, isn't it? Cutting right through it. By doing this, when you use a rubbing compound on it, it makes it a lot easier to take off. Doesn't take near as much time. You got it broke down. You can see there. Some of that black stuff is from the rust remover. Kind of turns that rust into black, and it will darken your blades. We'll put a very dark patina on there if you leave it in there in the solution for too long. See here, we're looking pretty good down in there. Pretty good. I don't think it's going to take much to get this thing whipped up into shape. It's fantastic. You see here, I got a screwdriver handy here. Let's see. Wipe down in there a little bit and see what happens. See, it's not very dirty at all down in there. This is going to come out fantastical. Not dirty at all. It's pretty clean down in there. Alright, now I guess it's time. We're going to start cleaning some blades. And thanks to W, I got some more number 7 heavy duty rubbing compound. So let's get busy. Here we go. Well, you can see we've made some short work of this, haven't we? It's coming right along. It's 10 times better already. It'll take a little more work. Let's check these back springs out here just a little bit, and you can see how they're stepped. So it'll be a little hard to get down in there, but let's just see what we can do. Don't know if I'll be able to get down in there with this. Might have to use some sandpaper down in there. Want to be careful not to hit the covers. That brass liner's cleaning up pretty good though. Okay, let's see. Do I have a little piece of sandpaper handy? Yeah. I just grabbed a scrap piece. I don't know what grit this is, but it's pretty fine. Down in there. And sand just a little bit. Yeah, that brass liner's looking pretty good. You can see we got some injuries here to the covers. Some dings in there. Got this here. See what I can, might just need to soak that and use a toothbrush to try to scrape some of that off. I don't know what that is. What do you think that is, folks? Is it paint? Must be some paint. Well, I'll just have to work on this a little bit off camera. As you can see, it's coming off. And be careful though not to damage the cover. Oh yeah, it's scraping off. Yeah, it'll clean off. Take your time here. Okay, let me work on that on some of the other blades here just a little bit, and we'll see what we have. Well, after the first go around, let's stop and see, take a look, see how our knife is coming along. Got most of that paint off of there. Still need to work on it just a little bit. One thing I did want to check, and you're always looking for rust. So when you look down in there, let me point out here, right in here, right there and there. Whoops, can't get it poked through there looking through the camera. So this spot right here and that spot right there, got just a little bit of rust on it. It's the same on this end down here. So let's just touch that up. Because rust is the enemy. Something like that. Look at how these really stick up, don't they? Now these old Imperial knives were budget knives of the day. You can hear the covers rattle around a little bit. We got just a little bit of blade wobble here on this one. Well, no, actually it locked up pretty good that time. But it's looking real good. Let me keep it listening. I think my recorder shut off, or I forgot to start it. But I switched to this pad here. It's a little taller, a little less aggressive. Easier to get around the bolsters that way with it. Helps clean things up a lot more. So I'll be hitting up all these blades here. Again, I think I forgot to push record, sorry. But I've touched that blade up a second time around. So we're just looking really good here. Okay, now that we got the initial cleaning done on the knife, and you can see she's already in much better shape than when we started, which is one of my goals. Just looking really nice there. There's the back springs. Focus. There we go. I guess we can take a look down in here. See down in there? Looking pretty clean down in there. So now it's time just to throw it in the old ultrasonic cleaner here. See what kind of stuff we can get out of there. Let me, I like to leave the blades open if you can to help the stuff get out. But it'll clean up all any grit from the sandpaper, any leftover dirt and the nooks and crannies of the thing. And we're going to put it on here for about 5 minutes. And we'll see what happens. Alright, let's just check and see what we've got here. Oh yeah. Let it drain out just a little bit. I didn't show it, but I did put some Dawn dishwashing liquid in there too. You can see some particles down in the bottom. Got rid of this. Let's get it wiped off. Let's set this back out of the way here real quick. Get it out of our way. I'm just bumping into all kinds of things here today. Get that bump back. We'll adjust down here just a little bit. All right. Wipe off some of this excess water. You can see that paint is gone, but it looks like it's dulled there just a little bit. We'll see if the mineral oil brings a little color back to that. But the knife looks awful clean. Yes, sir. Well, here we go. We're going to give her a good soaking in this mineral oil since we've had it in the water. Here's our walk and talk right now. We'll see if that improves just a little bit. So, soak away, old girl. Soak away. Well, she's fresh out of a good mineral oil soak. Soaked it for several hours. Looks nice and shiny, doesn't she? Look at those back springs. And I haven't even used any case paste on it or anything to try to actually polish it. And I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave them as is. But what a difference, huh? Looks wonderful. We'll check our blades out here. They all look good. You're still going to always get a little bit of dirty oil coming out for a while. But that's okay. You just keep wiping it off. Kind of the messy part of using mineral oil. You can see there. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Good walk and talk. I mean, it is kind of soft, but that's due to the construction of these knives. They never did have a real strong snap to them, most of them. There's your cap lifter. And your punch. That oil will work itself out. There's your punch. The only thing hold on just a second. The old dehumidifier decided to kick on. So anyway, I did notice there's just a tiny little blemish of rust down here yet. So let's just try to, I don't know, polish up this main blade here, this nice spear point blade a little bit. See if we can't get the main blade to look just a little shinier. But other than that, this knife looks wonderful. Remember, there was paint over here, and I said it kind of got dull looking when after I removed the paint, but looks nice and even there, don't it? Mineral oil, giving it a sheen. So let's just see what we can do here to get this looking just a little bit shinier. And remove that last little tinge of rust on there. We've went to all this work. We don't want it to rust again, do we? I'm very happy with how this knife turned out. Use a lower speed when I'm polishing. And when you're polishing, you can polish to your heart's content. It's an old camp knife, so to me the blade don't have to be mirror like a case stainless steel with the mirror polish to it. I don't think you really need that on the camp knife, but if that's what you're going for, why, you can keep at it. Rub that down a little bit. And we inspect it. And I don't see a speck of rust on there. Let's just give it one more little shot here. Once you've had rust on the blade, it's hard to get it to polish out evenly. Well, I'm going to call it good. I'm going to call it good because we are rust-free, and what a fine specimen this is. Thanks once again to Pens and Pen Blades for sending me this wonderful camp knife. I'll add it to my collection, and hopefully I should have some more camp knife videos coming up here soon, time permitting, because I've got a, now you see, look at that. Let's get some of the, got to push that over just a little bit. There it went. Yep, it's not real strong, and it's catching on there. It's a little bit loose. Yep, there we go. Another knife saved. Still a very usable knife, even though it's the blade feels a little loose here. But I think that's just how they constructed them. So, okay, until next time, have a very delightful day.